It's time to crack the books. Has it come to that? Yeah. It has. I brought my journal. Did you bring your journal today? I brought mine. Hi. Hey. You know, a lot of people be like, well, you know, if I take the tarot deck and I put it under my pillow when I sleep at night, then I'm gonna magically get all the downloads. No, what you're gonna do is bend your cards all up. This is what you need to do to learn your cards right here. Take a minute, a little quiet time, and write yourself some notes on a piece of paper that ain't never gonna go away. As you can see, this old journal right here, it's been around. It's been around for a while. I probably spent when I put this journal together, I definitely spent at least a year sleeping with tarot under my pillow, right? No, studying and reading and writing and what I did with my tarot decks with my journal, because I got a lot of new people watching me right here. They haven't seen my journal before. Is I took tarot cards. This is how I started it. I got a lot of tarot decks. So this is a Marseille, and this is a Rider-Waite. And what is this? Robin Wood, I think. And they were extras. I trimmed them down and stuck them in the book. That's the first thing I did is I stuck 3 cards on each page right here. And then I began to fill in the blanks. Worked pretty good for me as it went on. All the keywords and astrological alignments, notes over here, stuff I clipped out of other books. I got no problem. I don't want to write everything. I got no problem with cutting a book apart, putting it in my book. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So just an idea for you. I want to encourage all my tarot enthusiasts to do a journal. Do a journal for you, right? All right. So this is one of the books I'm teaching out of tonight, my journal. I'll also be teaching from Tarot Fundamentals. This is a 3-part trilogy here by Los Cabero. Amazing teaching books right here. This is the first one. It's Tarot Fundamentals. I will be teaching out of that tonight. I will also be teaching from a magical course in tarot. I have a lot of new friends here. This is by Michelle Morgan. This book back in the day was the one that busted open my intuition, right? Because I spent a lot of time, with the books, and understand the book meanings of the cards. But when I picked this book up, and I'm sure it's not the only one that's like that. When I picked this particular book up, it opened up my intuition that's pretty much how I read people be like, that card don't mean that. But it opened up a huge window for me. And so there's amazing descriptions in this book. And I can't talk enough about this little book right here and how it really opened up a whole new world of tarot for me after I did my studies, after I did the books, right? A good tarot reader, I think, needs to know the books because there's rules with tarot. But they also have to have that intuitive side about them as well. Not everybody does. That book helped me do that. This book helped me, right? All our books, right? All right, we're going to do the Fool tonight. So I like to start with just showing different Fool cards right here because they all have a different flavor. That's why we like different decks. This is from Cyril Marchetti. It's a nice little collection here that he got. He did make a majors deck, right? And that's what I got right here. It came with these prints. And I thought, they were going to give me, they gave me this little deck right here, man. These huge posters. So I really can't use either one of them. I'm like, I thought, well, if this is a little smaller, I could cut it down. I don't know. It's gorgeous. I guess I'm just going to frame them and hang them on my wall one day, but I will share them with you right here as we go through our major arcana right here. Cyril Marchetti, pictures of all of his fools. It's very, very, very cool. I just wish that, this was, this size, right? Right? It could have been, especially for the money that they charged. Yeah, just saying, man. Just saying. There's that fool, though. Let me put him up right up over here. Yeah, that's cool right there. Well, maybe it'll stay. We'll give it a whirl anyway. All right, another one of my favorite fools. This is the Shadowscapes Tarot. I don't even know if you can get this book anymore. It's probably been out of print for a long time. I got a lot of stuff. I'm a tarot fanatic. Anyway, it's got full-size pictures of it. I mean, that's the problem with Shadowscapes, right? It's too little. It's too little, man, for these amazing pictures. Anyway, let me share you the fool right here from the Shadowscapes, one that we can actually see it right here. There it is right there. It's absolutely gorgeous. Something about the Shadowscapes are always standing up on some kind of ledge or something. You wonder how they got up there. I like the little fox, and the fool. They're right on the precipice. It's like monkeys that they're standing on. See, the tarot deck is so little you can't see all this little detail. It's an amazing deck. I actually did get a larger one. There's a Czech version. Czechoslovakia. It's considerably larger, and you can get that larger one through Book Depository. Will order that one from Czechoslovakia for you. Anyway, for somebody that would like a larger Shadowscapes. That's absolutely gorgeous. I love her right here. She's on the precipice, and she has the sun tattooed on her foot right there. The sun's always a huge part of the fool. It's generally up in the corner because the fool, is supposed to be shot out from the sun. It's the first movement from the 5D into the 3D, right? The fool it's the fool's journey. The fool is number 0, which is interesting because it's the fool's journey. So the fool don't count. Fool don't count. First step is number 1, the magician. Second step is number 2, the high priestess. Third step is number 3, all the way down through the major arcana. The fool can, in a lineup of the spread, right, can be at the beginning of the 22. It can be at the end of the 22, and it can be in the middle of the 22. All are proper alignments right before the chariot. The placement of the fool in the deck. That's because the fool is 0. It's the fool's journey, and that's what we are. We're the fool. So we're the 0 point. We're the starting point, and anyway, that just helped me understand the fool a little bit. The fool don't count. It's the fool's journey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 22, all the way down the road like that. All right, I love the Shadowscapes right there. Again, I'd like to cut this up, and frame it. But this book, man, I don't know. It's kind of pricey. I think the last time I looked for this, see what the number on this book was, around $1,000, man. It's crazy, huh? And anyway, I'm going to be sharing this book with you as we go through all of the majors. Here we go. Here's some more majors of the Fool that I want to share with you. This is from the Tarot Illuminati. Again, this is not a card you can get. I made these Grand Trumps myself from this book right here. It came with the kit. It's got all kinds of full-blown pictures in it. I got no problem with taking a book like this and slicing and dicing it and put a little spray glue on the back of it and get a little cardstock and a little blingity bling on the back from Michael's and all that, and make myself a tarot deck. And that's what I did right here with the Tarot-Apocalyptus. This is the Tarot-Apocalyptus. I did the same thing with the Tarot-Apocalyptus. Tarot-Apocalyptus has a hardbound book that you can buy standalone. Back when I got it, I think it was 12 or 15 bucks. Ain't no telling what that book it costs anymore. But that was worth it to me to slice and dice that book and put me together another Grand Trump. A Grand Trump that ain't nobody got. I got it. But, and then put a little blingity bling on the back, a little cardstock, a little project for you. And you ain't got, nothing to do right there. I'm going to show you my favorite fool of all. It's this one right here. Carol. I love this. This is my fool right here. And of course, we're taking it one step at a time. I'm gonna put my Grand Trumps out here soon and very soon, my friend. This one, of course, it has the banner down here that would say the Fool, and there's always stars. There's 7 stars that are on the original. The stars are not on here, nor is the title. But this is my favorite fool right here. Okay, this is the Fool from Mythical Creatures. Bubba Studios. It's a little forest sprite, I mean, in the Fae world, that little sprite right there is a little mischievous little character, and that's the Fool, right? Carefree, que sera, sera, jumping off the damn cliff without looking, all that fun stuff. This is a Fool right here. What is this? Tarot of Prague, I do believe. Yeah, this is Tarot of Prague. Bubba Studios, nice classic stuff. Here's a fun one. I'm showing you all my trumps, right? My Grand Trumps that I set on my table that I play with. A lot of tarot people don't play with the Grand Trumps, but I like to end my reading with a Grand Trump. Why not? And of course, this is the Starman right here, the David Bowie. They call him the Sacred Clown in this one right here. I like him. I like him a lot. He's definitely shot out of the sun. He's too cool. He's definitely heading out, not stepping in those traps. This is a Grand Trump right here. This is the Fairy Tarot. The Fairy Tarot right here. I have a bunch of my Grand Trumps that I'm going to share with you. I've never played with this one on the TV, but this is the Fool. From the Fairy Tarot Grand Trumps. I like that little Fool right there. He's cool. Art Nouveau, Tarot Art Nouveau, Grand Trump. Gorgeous, gorgeous deck. I mean, I love these Art Nouveaux. Definitely love the golden Art Nouveau tarot deck. That thing just reads like a dream. But this is the Fool from the Art Nouveau Grand Trump. He's cool. I like him. Little snake bite down there. Damn it. The oldest tarot deck known to man, the Visconti. This is the Grand Trumps. This is the golden Visconti Grand Trumps. That's the oldest Fool. One of the oldest fools that they know about on the planet right there. I like him. He's cool. This is something that I just got. This is from these are Grand Trumps that Los Cabero put out from an out-of-print deck. I think it's called the Tarot of the Modern Age. Pretty wild tarot deck. But I thought the Trumps were pretty cool. And this is the Fool. What is his name right there? Huh? I don't know. I'm just going to call it my Grand Trumps. They're all, pencil drawn. Pretty cool. Be sharing all these with you as we go through the Grand Trumps. And the last one I'm going to show you before we crack the books is the old classic Universal Tarot, right? We all know them. We all love them. It's our Fool right there. All right. Let's do it. Let's crack some books. Hope you enjoyed that right there. I like to show you all the different styles and the different flavors of the tarot. Because this is really a cool fool, the whirly Durban right there. I don't know if this fool is going to jump off that cliff, to be honest with you. The whirly Durbans don't really jump. They spin, and allegedly they spin to keep their chakra spinning in the right direction and all that. They're Mechaba. Anyway, cool stuff. Let's do it. Let's crack the books. Everything will be time stamped in here. All that fun stuff. Let's do it. The Fool. The Fool. All right. This is from Tarot Fundamentals. Let's do it. The Fool is a free spirit. Tarot games play the Fool as the wild card, who can be played at any time. He has no need of discipline, convictions, or habits. The Fool plunges headfirst into situations with no respects for limits or boundaries. Usually, the Fool appears in cards as a beggar. Look closer, perhaps. Underneath lay a handsome prince who has left his own to make his own fortune, invisible to the crowd. His weapons are spontaneity, joy, enthusiasm. He does not care about his appearance or what other people think of him. The Fool represents freedom of all things, free love, free travel, free to think. He is pure potential. The Fool mirrors the misery of the human condition, acting as the ultimate outsider who enters and exits on his own terms. He represents total freedom. The Fool is the first card in the tarot deck and numbered 0. That's because the whole thing is the Fool's journey. It's amazing and brilliant whoever set the numbering system up with the tarot. When the Fool speaks to you, he says, I am the essence of your spirit before you came to be. I am your complete potential in this material world and contain all your seeds of talent, your unique gifts and qualities. There are no limits except those that you place on yourself. Every moment is a chance to begin anew. Fear not where you step. You will always be protected. That is so good, ain't it? Do not fear not where you step. You are always protected. Do not fear my wild recklessness. Hey, embrace that which ushers in fresh air, new chances, and unimagined possibilities. Take my hand, and together we will leap. Do not be afraid. Hey, I like this right here. Let me see what else I got about the Fool. Grab another book. Yeah. Michelle Morgan right here. Michelle Morgan. The descriptions in this book are super cool. The Fool represents innocence. Here is the start of the journey, the creative odyssey, where the only goal is enlightenment and the only rule is faith. This is where magic begins, where the landscape takes on the colors of a child's paint box. The earth forever poised, just this side of spring. Ain't that cool? I like that, man. The earth forever poised, just this side of spring, where instinct and simplicity escape from ego, and the intellect becomes drunk on the scent of possibilities. This is nature's first green, skipping through the garden gate with the wisdom and whimsy of youth. With the Fool, you can find fresh starts, renewed energy, and second chances. Wherever you are, there is your true beginning. I like that right there. Um, I got a note right here. It says love and romance. It says a need for more spontaneity and fun in the relationship, or a fresh way of acting and being around each other. That's nice. That's nice with the Fool right there. The title that has been given to this card by what's her name? Kim Huggins. Kim Huggins named them all in here. She calls it the infinite possibility of chaos. What a great name for the Fool card. The infinite possibility of chaos. Yeah, I love it. Let's do it. Let's see what else we got around here and take a little look. See that. I think that covers my descriptions right there. Let's go into upright traditional interpretations of the Fool card in the upright position if it shows up on your tarot spread. A completely fresh start, the beginning of something brand new, sheer and utter potential. You have the ability to begin again, traveling new roads, highways, and byways. There is a detachment from worry and responsibilities. I like that. Let me do Let me see that again right there. Is a detachment from worry and responsibilities. I like that. Let's go. What else we got around here? Traditional upright meanings. Let me get my book out right here. The death of the ego, boundaries and self, removing that which holds one back, spiritual ecstasy, unity, a feeling of oneness, divine inspiration and revelations. What appears foolish to others is a mark of spiritual awareness. Okay, my book. New beginnings, the start of a new path or journey, new awakenings and realizations. Beginner's mind. Let me see what Kim Huggins says right here about upright if it shows up on your tarot table. Potential, the chaos before activity. Hey, new beginnings, innocence and nativity, childishness, taking the first steps on a long journey. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Damn it. Newness, the blank slate. Innate joy in life, being a traveler through life, standing on the parapet of change, removing fear so you can move forward. Well, I like that. Removing fear so you can move forward. Freedom. I like that too. Freedom. The state before the journey begins. What is that? The chaos before activity. Okay, let's see. Traditional meanings, if it shows up reversed on your tarot spread right here, the Fool card. Thoughtless action, negative choices, being stuck in the same place, stuck with an unwillingness to move or try new things. Fear and entrapment becomes paralyzing, a denial of the truth. That's interesting. Fool in reverse is liar. It doesn't say that. It says a denial of the truth. That's pretty close. Here we go. Negatively aspected, foolish behavior, being unprepared to begin something new, reckless abandon. Damn, kind of sounds fun. Hey, dangerous spiritual practices. That don't sound fun. Dangerous spiritual practices, reckless abandon, losing sight of the self and goal. Wow, this is rough right here. Destroying the self for the sake of destruction, feeling worthless. Yeah, yeah, not good, man. not, not good. Let me see what else we got around here. Fool in reverse. I think that may be it. That's enough. That's enough. All right. Keywords, buzzwords for the Fool card. I got a bunch of them right here. Nice things about videos like this, right? You come back and watch them later. BB puts these together for us. And she'll put this all together for you. You can come back. You can always pause it. You get your journal out. You can write all this stuff down in your journal. Have a nice afternoon and all that kind of stuff right there. All right. Astrologically, this is Uranus, which is Aquarius planet. Aries is given to the Fool card as well. That's because Aries is number one. I never really understood that too much. Aries is number one, but the Fool is 0. And Aries don't have a whole lot to do with Uranus. But I personally give Aries to the first 5 major arcanas myself, because the first 5 major arcanas all have one singular character in them. Again, back to Aries, number 1. So I do see Aries with this, but I definitely see Aquarius with that Fool energy, right? Uranus, right? The planet of chaos. Chaos, man, right? So this is Uranus, the planet of sudden change. It's associated with Aquarius. And I will put Aries with this card as well myself. All right. Some keywords right here. Keywords for the Fool card in the upright: new beginnings, innocence, a free spirit, carefree, foolishness, the primal, folly, youth, adventure, new beginnings, carelessness, child, fresh perspective, freedom, potential, chaos, spontaneity, folly, inexperience, playful, freedom, action, travel, wandering, essence, madness, visionary, innocence, originality, carelessness, journey, hike, pilgrimage, thoughtlessness, touched by spirit. Hey, yeah, some of us been a little touched right here, touched by spirit. And then this does say trickster right here too. Yeah, no. Fun card, huh? That's why we need our intuition when we play with the tarot, because especially with the majors. The majors are all over the place, and I give respect for majors, and I don't know if you should or not. I'm just old school right here, and the tarot was set up into 5 parts. The major arcanas, which for me are the cards of the gods. They're the cards of the universe. You may not have a whole hell of a lot of say if majors show up in your tarot read right there. That's the gods getting involved in your own private business. I don't know if it's true or not. That's what I believe. A lot of people don't put a lot of emphasis on major arcana. They read it very intuitively. But when I get a major out myself, that's a heavy hitter card. And I definitely, if a major comes out, I have no problem throwing clarification on it and see what the gods may be involved in. So figured I'd throw that out there as long as we're talking about major arcana. Some don't consider them, and there's no right and there's no wrong in that arena, right? Some of them just read it like, a normal card. I don't. So each their own. Anyway, let me see where I'm at right there. Went through all the keywords. Talked a little bit about what I believe about them. And now I think we are up to Kim Huggins' poem. Kim Huggins has amazing poems in her little book right here. You get this book in the Tarot Illuminati kit, the kit. They also have a standalone version of this deck as well. This comes with the kit. Has the poem in it. And there's a nice, huge book that goes along with this too. I don't know if you can still get it. Probably. The complete book to Tarot Illuminati. Anyway, I'm going to read one of her poems right here. This is like the Fool talking to us. These are cool. The Fool, the infinite possibility of chaos. Before the beginning was even a seed of an idea in the mind of the gods. It was my first step that trod the virgin paths from the center of the sun. What did I desire? Nothing and everything. I am a blank slate waiting to be written upon, a cup waiting to be filled. Yet we cannot wait at our point of origin and hope that illumination will find us. We must take the first step, and only then will the path begin to unfold before us. I stand at the center of all possible paths in the universe, yet even I must take the first step. It is that single step that pushes me headlong into life, immerses me in the wonders and trials of the world and all it has to offer. And I take it all gladly and joyfully, because all is experience and none of it may be discontinued. Some will tell you to look before you leap, but I say, take the leap. Do not limit yourself in fear and conviction. That's the Fool right there. Let me show you. Let me take your hand. We are here on the precipice of the journey, at the edge of reason and the edge of possibilities. Don't be afraid. Only have joy in your heart and laugh as you feel the cliff edge crumbling beneath your feet. It is done and cannot be undone. Welcome, fair fool, to the journey. Love it right there. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Hope you got something out of that. Just a little something right there. Just a little something right there. How about the Fool tonight? Hope you got something out of it. I love the Fool. I love the tarot. All that fun stuff right there.